Education is preventative. Education helps share information. That's the purpose of education. And by sharing that information, allowing somebody to make wise decisions, you can change their behavior. That's why we have schools, to educate people. This is the same concept, to educate and thereby enlighten and change behavior.
The Mountain View Police Department works under a philosophy which we call the 4 E's. Those 4 E's stand for education, engagement, engineering, and lastly, enforcement. For us, the Alive at 25 program dovetails perfectly into our education portion of our philosophies.
Alive at 25 is a defensive driving classroom-based program. And the whole goal of Alive at 25 is to give students knowledge to make better decisions when they're driving in order to save lives.
For us, the Alive at 25 program was a win-win. We were able to work more closely with our community, connect with our community, educate the community and the drivers in the behaviors and things that they were doing to help mitigate future problems. And lastly, it doesn't cost us anything.
And if we put younger offenders into a formal, structured justice system, it often causes them more harm than good. And so the idea of a diversion program is to divert them from that formalized prosecutorial-based program into other healthier treatment style programs, and thereby increase the likelihood that they're going to be successful and lessen the likelihood that they're going to be damaged by interaction with the justice system.
On our program from the attendees has been overwhelmingly positive. I've also put our traffic unit, motor unit officers through the program as well in hopes that they would become instructors, but also so that they understand what the folks that are going to be going to the program will go through. That feedback has been positive as well. The program is evidence-based, it works very closely with the drivers, it's highly interactive, and actually enjoyable.
I think this would be a great class for anybody to kind of see and realize the effects that your behaviors and actions have.
I would recommend anyone who's younger and who's very confident with driving, and I think even if you are really confident with driving, that you should definitely consider taking Alive at 25's class, because it will give you knowledge that you probably weren't even aware of before.
So I would recommend any youth or young adult to take any of the classes offered by Covert Safety professionals. I teach What Got Me Here, which is a cognitive training program which allows youth to really take an in-depth look at their value system and the choices that they make. It's an opportunity to really take a look at the thinking that drives the behavior so that people can have better outcomes in their life.
It's another tool that we can use. I mean, I can bark and yell at you all day long, but put them in a classroom setting and use the things that Covert professionals are allowing to use in the classroom, they'll get a lot more out of it than just, hey, here's your citation, do these little things, write an essay, and be done. No, I think this class takes it a step further. Having them to talk about what they did, talk about their goals, talk about how they plan not to reoffend.
Diverting people from the criminal justice system is exactly what we want to do, and we especially want to target the youth.
For our diversion, we have the kids attend an 8-hour Saturday school, which is a class called What Got Me Here. This class allows students to reflect on what they did wrong, and then also gives them the opportunity to set goals on how they plan not to reoffend. We talk about how to make good choices, why we need to make good choices, what will happen if we don't make those choices.
I think that it should be a class that every new driver takes, because we focus so much on the laws and we focus so much on how to drive, when we're going through driver training and when we take our D&B test. But what we never really talk about is decision making. And that's what this class offers, is ways to make better decisions to stay safer.
The Mountain View Police Department uses the Alive at 25 program because it simply works.